If the equation above where a is constant is true for all positive values of x and y, what is the value of a? So there's no zeros in here. Don't have to worry about that. They're testing your knowledge of exponent rules. So let's break this down. First little group here, I have x squared times, we're off to a great start there, aren't we? There we go, y cubed, all to the power of 1/2. I'm going to start with that first, just this little chunk first. I'm going to ignore the rest for now. These are power to a power situation. This is x squared to the power of 1/2, y cubed to the power of 1/2, so power to a power. When it is a power to a power, you multiply. So 2 times 1/2 is just 1. So I have x to the power of 1. You normally wouldn't have to write it, but I'm going to do it just to keep things consistent. Next one, I have y cubed to the power of 1/2, 3 times 1/2. Y to the power of 3/2. All right, here's my next one from there. Next one on the list is x squared. And this is it's still in its parentheses here. I'm going to keep it there. All right, so x squared times y cubed to the power of 1/3. Same thing, power to a power. X squared to the power of 1/3, 2 times 1/3 is x to the power of 2/3. Power to a power, y cubed to the power of 1/3, 3 times 1/3 is 1. Y to the power of 1. All right, so now they're saying, once I have that, this equals x to some power times y to some power. So I know I need to multiply these together. Well, now it's not power to a power, it's just straight multiplication. It's x to the first times y to the 3/2 times x to the 2/3 times y to the power of 1. So when we have that, when you're just multiplying, but you have the same base, in this case, you add the exponents. So I'm going to reorder these because they are all just being multiplied together. So I'm going to reorder as x to the power of 1 times x to the power of 2/3 times y to the power of 3/2 times y to the power of 1. Now these have the same base, so I can add their exponents. What is 1 plus 2/3? Now, when we're dealing with fractional exponents, we do not want mixed numbers. We don't want like 1 and 2/3. We need it to be a improper fraction with that big numerator. So 1 is the same as 3/3. Those are the same. 1 is 3/3. So 3/3 plus 2/3, I'm going to write all this over here. 3/3 plus 2/3 is 5/3. There's my first one done. Then I have my y's. Y to the power of 3/2 times y to the power of 1. 1 is the same as 2/2. So 3/2 plus 2/2 is 5/2. So I got my answer as x to the power of 5/3 times x to the power of 5/2. And let's look at that problem very carefully. It says, a is a constant. X to the power of some thirds and y to the power of some halves. What is a? Well, looky there. That's further proof that we did it right because we did get a 5 for both of them. A is 5, so C is my answer. If this was helpful or useful in any way, please like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a great day. See you later. Bye.